a woman discovered that wherever she went, there was always a mysterious old lady following her. Even when the train was speeding along, the old lady never left and always kept a certain distance from her. To find out what the old lady wanted, Lena decided to approach her directly. Unexpectedly, when the old lady saw her, she was so frightened that she took a few steps back, as if she didn't dare to get close to her. At this moment, a hiker auntie walked over, and Lena asked if she could see the old lady too. Thankfully, the auntie could also see her. To figure out the old lady's intentions, Lena begged the auntie to go and ask what the old lady wanted to do. However, strangely enough, when the auntie walked up to the old lady only said a few words, and the auntie was scared away. Sensing that something was wrong, Lena quickly left the place and hid in a nearby inn. She told the owner that there was an old lady chasing her outside and asked him to go and inquire about what she wanted to do. However, just as the owner walked up to the old lady was scared away after chatting with her for a few words. This instantly sent chills down Lena's spine. Soon, it started pouring outside, but strangely, the old lady still refused to leave. As time passed, the old lady never left. However, by the next day, the inn owner still hadn't returned. Left with no choice, Lena could only tell her mother about the old lady, hoping that her mother could go and ask. To hear the conversation between her mother and the old lady, she stayed on the phone with her mother. But just as her mother walked up to the old lady, the phone suddenly started making interference noises. Then, her mother turned around and ran away, leaving with a disgusted expression. Helpless, Lena could only turn to the police for help. To find out the old lady's identity, they quickly took pictures of her. However, strangely, every time they took close-up photos of the old lady, the images were blurry. A series of bizarre events left Lena not knowing what to do, but fortunately, the old lady did not harm her and always kept a certain distance from her. This distance was exactly 73 yards, no more, no less. As time passed, the old lady never left. In the blink of an eye, 40 years had passed, and Lena had become an old woman with white hair. Just as her life was about to reach its final stop, the mysterious old lady suddenly broke the 73-yard distance and appeared at the foot of her hospital bed, constantly gesturing with her hands. As the old lady slowly turned her head, Lena's life flashed quickly through her mind. When she came to her senses, she found that she was already outside and had become the old lady. She also saw her younger self. It was only then that Lena realized that the old lady who had followed her all her life was actually herself.